M&E terminologies. In this class, we're going to identify the basic terms that you're going to come across in monitoring and evaluation. So you're going to understand what these terms mean, and you'll be able to use them as tools to monitor progress. But you must understand one thing. There is a need to inherently understand these terms and what they stand for in your work. So I would identify 6 of these terms, discuss them, but you would need to internalize them. Practice with them so that they become a part of your program or your project implementation. The first term I'm going to refer to is what we call aim. Like in the general terms, aim refers to the change you hope to achieve in the long term. So if you come from a riverine community where people don't go across the river to vote because of the risk of voting, drowning, tide, changes in tide, and you plan to increase the number of voters by 30%, that is your aim. The nature is constant. The rivers are constant. The tide is constant. Drowning are constant. Marine accidents are constant. But you intend to increase the number of voters in spite of that. So that is your aim. So how do you do that? 2 ways. For election, you improve means of security. You can get INEC to come closer to your community. But ultimately, your aim is to increase the number of voters in your riverine community in spite of constant security threat, in spite of constant ecological and environmental challenges. That's your aim. So the second concept you're going to look at is outcome. Your outcome are all the changes that are the result of your work that will help you to achieve your aim. I'll repeat once again. Outcome. All changes that are the result of your work that will help you to achieve your aim. Like the example we used. So you want to increase the number of voters in your riverine communities. People don't go to vote because of fear of drowning, fear of tidal changes, fear of not getting boats to cross. So how do you increase your voters? So everything you do to do that becomes your outcome. Then the third concept you're going to be looking at is your output. Direct results of project activities that causes the outcome. Output. Direct results of project activities that causes the outcome. So what have you done to increase voter registration in your area? Have you spoken more to community women? Have you spoken to landlord association? Have you directly engaged with security services to improve security? Have you directly engaged with INEC? Have you allayed the fears of minorities? Have you encouraged gender parity in your community? Do you encourage women and nursing mothers to come? Do you have a special arrangement where nursing mothers are allowed to register first and go home? The fourth concept you're going to be looking at is indicators. Proof of something changing. Proof of something changing, and by what percentage or how much. Indicators, once again. Proof of something changing, and by what percentage or how much. So this means that, if before only 10 people vote in your community, if because of your intervention, you're able to raise the number to 27, the indicators means that proof that something is happening. Number of voters increasing is an indicator that you are making progress. More people having confidence in the electoral processes are indicators that you're making progress. Engaging more stakeholders is an indicator that you're making progress. Then the fifth concept you must always understand is your baseline. Your baseline refers to fact, number of positions measured before the beginning of an intervention. So your baseline for the riverine community is the number of people who vote regularly in the last 5-6 election cycles. So in the last 5-6 election cycles, only old men vote, and the total is 36. So that's your baseline. That's the baseline you start with. So irrespective of your community, so your baseline is your fact, your number, the fact, documented empirical fact about circumstances before your intervention. And the last concept, which is the milestone and target, which are the specific things that you hope to achieve in a specific time frame. So if you plan to increase your voter turnout in your community, and security is a concern, so one of your milestones is how do you engage security services to improve it? Then, how do you reduce risks of voters coming to vote? So why is it that voters, how do you reduce the possibility of voters getting attacked during voting? So these specific milestones, like the target, each target that you do on the way to achieving your aim are what you call milestone or target. So aim number 1, outcome number 2, output number 3, indicators number 4, baseline number 5, milestone or target number 6. I'll repeat once again. Aim number 1, outcome number 2, output number 3, indicators number 4, baseline number 5, milestone number 6. So I can use a basic illustration. So if you are from a community where a highly patriarchal society where women don't hardly participate in public life, and the objective is to increase the number of women voters, that's your aim. So how do you do that? What's going to be your outcome? Your outcome has all the changes, the result of what you plan to do. So your outcome is going to be an increase in the number of nursing mothers who are going to participate in the 2023 election. So what's going to be your output? Direct result of project activities that cause that outcome you're looking for. So when you do community engagement, when you do community outreaches, when you go to churches, when you do, so some of these are that. Then what are the indicators that things are changing? Indicators of things are changing that women are actively participating in the electoral process. Like you have more women picking up their voters card, more women participating in the electoral process, more women making inquiries on how to vote. Then what's your baseline? Before, only 3 nursing mothers go to vote. But now, you have 25, you have 27. You could see that your baseline is a 3. Your outcome is the 36 to 26 or whatever progress you make. Then the milestone is the target you meet each of the way. So if your target is to speak to 10 nursing mothers a month, if your target is to recruit nursing mothers at maternity centers, your motive is to work with security services to protect vulnerable groups. So these are how you work on it. But once again, aim, outcomes, output, indicators, baseline, and milestones are the basic male terminologies.